Morning, peeps. How you doing today? Welcome to Rise and Grind with the Morning Brew. Today's Friday, October 22nd. Today we're talking about WeWork, the Fed Members Dump AMC, and Universal Basic Income. But before I get to that, shout out to a very inspirational person, a valuable member to the Hive blockchain, Felt Buzz. Brother, I am stoked with what you sent me, and I really should have given you many a shout out by now. Well, I was a little bit down and out with my injury at home. He sent me the new One Love heart, felted. As you can see behind me on the other side there, that's the old One Love heart, and this is the new One Love community heart. So we have both going, and in future we're considering making one specific to Hive as well. So this is kind of like the general we are a video One Love platform heart, but I really appreciate that you sent that to me, and it looks awesome. Now that's Felt Buzz, this gentleman. Details down there if you want to get a hold of him. He does excellent work with felting. And we didn't even really discuss what it was he was going to do. I just kind of left a comment on one of his posts. I was like, hey dude, do you think you could do a One Love heart? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem, I could do that. What's your address? And he sent it to me. I was like, seriously, man, like, I freaking love you. So here you are, Felt Buzz. Shout out to you. And giant referral for anyone wanting to get some felting done. I'm probably going to have a couple done so that I could give them away. That's my next idea. I'm not giving the first one away. Never not giving that one away. So thank you very much. Next up, positive vibes, our new thing every day. You know who you are. Let's start off with the introduction. It is a brother of a brother, and we're sending energy not to the brother in need, for he has already found his creative outlet. We are sending energy to the brother who needs to empower and attempt to understand what it is he is empowering within his brother in need who has found his creative outlet. So we're sending positive energy, not of change, but of the feeling that we get when we receive acknowledgement for a creative work. It is the most empowering thing. It doesn't even have to be criticism, feedback, just acknowledgement for the work that you have done, especially as a writer. When you get over the hurdle of allowing someone else to read your work, most of the reward comes just from the acknowledgement of your work. Anything past that is then a further escalation of what would come from said work. It isn't relative to the therapeutic value. So today we send that feeling of empowerment we get from our content being acknowledged. It doesn't even have to be liked, just acknowledged. Someone acknowledging you actually are creative and this is interesting in some way, and your desire to continue contributing and building upon that. And so I do hope if you happen to tune into this morning, my friend, you know who you are, for I'm thinking of you and your brother. And I see you as the individual that needs empowerment more so than your brother, for you have to guide him. It's as tough as it may be, it could be in your hands. So that's it for today's little note. Thank you. I got one person watching in. Love you guys. It does give me a little feed, so if you chat in, let's see who's chatting. Boom, boom. Anybody chats in, I'll highlight ya. Let's jump right into the morning brew. Today we're bumping the lounge beats. It's a little bit more laid back, kind of funky. I like the funky tunes. I was given a little pre-read today. A crypto startup wants you to stare into an orb. Together with Motley Fool. October 22nd. Good morning. Got rats? ? Chicago does. It was ranked the most rat-infected city in the country for the 7th year in a row by Work and Pest Control. New York City would have won, but the rats allegedly ate the guy who counts the rats there. True story. Have a great weekend, y'all. Oh, God. True story. Yeah, only in our reality, right? Like, how in the... That's a Max Kobloch, Maddie Merritt, Neil Freeman credit. Today in markets, NASDAQ up 0.62%, S&P up 30%, or 0.30%, not 30. That'd be day 7 in a row, I guess. Dow is down 0.02%. 10-year is plus 4.2 BPS. Bitcoin negative 4.78%. Bitcoin taking a little dump after its run yesterday. Oh no. DWAC up 356.83%. Holy snap. That's today's what the fuck. What's going on there, guys? Tell me down below. You know, if you tell me in the next video, I will read your comment and give you a little shout out. So, what's going on with this DWAC? Markets. The S&P hit a record close on the back of another strong earnings day. Not sure what DWAC is in the chart above. That's Digital World Acquisition Corp. SPAC that's merging with former President Trump's new social media platform. It catapulted in price yesterday thanks to huge interest from retail traders. Oh, there you go. I got my answer. What's going on? It's a Trump. It got trumped. Economy. The size of President Biden's social spending bill has reportedly dropped from $3.5 trillion to around $2 million as Democrats try to wrap up negotiations this week. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said it will pass soon. It will pass soon, my butt. Today in real estate, if at first you don't succeed, SPAC. What a long, strange trip it's been. Just over 2 years after its first attempt to IPO shattered into a million documentaries, WeWork went public yesterday via SPAC. This deal valued the company at $9 billion. WeWork was worth $47 billion in 2019. Dang. WeWork, but make it mini. These days, WeWork's aspiration is less elevate the world's consciousness as its mission stated in 2019, and more use us so your employees don't go crazy working from home. The shared office company feels like it's well positioned to offer space to companies with globe-spanning workforces operating on a more flexible schedule. That's pretty sad that their deal only valued at $9 billion. If that's the case. Another bullish trend for WeWork, entrepreneurship is booming. I hate saying that word, guys. Entrepreneurship. Applications from new businesses in 2020 grew 24% year over year to the most on record. As Morning Brew can attest, growing startups are excellent potential clients for WeWork offices. The company is still digging out of deep financial hole. WeWork lost more than $6 billion in the 18 months leading up to this summer as the pandemic throttled office work, and occupancy rates were just 55% as of June 1st. To put the company in a position to be profitable next year, CEO Sandeep Mathrani has been on a cutting cost spree, axing thousands of jobs and renegotiating leases. So, a note for WeWork: if you actually plan for this pandemic and create little cubes, people will probably use them and stuff us all in little cubes, little isolated boxes of filtration. I didn't say it. And what about Adam Newman? He's not sorry for party rocking. The WeWork co-founder and former CEO, whose marketing savvy was matched only by his proclivity for housing ragers, resigned in a disgrace in 2019 after financial documents showed seriously sketchy corporate governance practices at the company, among many other red flags. But he's doing just fine. 11% voting power at WeWork. Oh God. Stock is worth $722 million, according to Bloomberg. Yeah. Not partying with the other people. Excited for the futures. What a guy. Fed leaders can no longer hodl. I was wondering when this was going to come out. Well, looks like senior officials at the Federal Reserve will have to dump all their AMC shares. Facing backlash over members' stock trading during the pandemic, the Fed released a new set of rules, re officials' investing habits yesterday. They're a bit stickier than a high school band trip's hotel policy. Well, I don't know. The only trip I went on, we were like on free run. There's no... The 12 Reserve Bank president and 7 governors on the central bank's board will be banned from owning individual stocks and bonds. They will only be allowed to invest in securities like mutual funds. If Fed officials want to trade, they'll need to give a 45-day notice before buying or selling and must hold their purchase for at least 1 year. Well, that's cool. Backstory documents released last month showed some regional Fed presidents held thousands of dollars in individual stocks like Pfizer and Chevron. 2 presidents even resigned shortly after the news broke. Wow. Their trading activity was all above board, but it's not a great look since these folks play a huge role in shaping the U.S. economy. Big picture, it's likely not a coincidence that the crackdown comes at the same time that Fed Chair Jerome Powell, who ordered the initial ethics investigation, waits for Biden's invite to sever a second term. to serve a second term, not sever. Yeah, you want him to serve, of course. Especially since Powell has faced criticism from some Democratic lawmakers. Yeah, now the one that's really interesting me today is in crypto. This is cool news. Gaze into orb, get crypto. You guys can imagine I'd be totally down for this. I'll look into the magic ball. Would you look into the magic ball? You know, if there's crypto on the line, scan my eye for crypto. The classic Econ 101 concept, the invisible hand, the tragedy of the commons, the one about how if you stare into an orb, you'll receive free cryptocurrency. Worldcoin, a project co-funded by former Y Combinator president Sam Altman, is literally offering cryptocurrency, its own, in exchange for staring into a chrome orb that scans your irises. Yesterday, it announced it's raised $25 million, bringing its value to $1 billion, the concept kind of a crypto attempt at universal basic income. And the eye-scanning orbs are, according to WorldCoin, a way to ensure that nobody gets multiple payouts. Now that's kind of cool. Yeah, makes sense. The use of biometric data has, of course, raised lots of privacy concerns. Critics don't buy into WorldCoin's security claims, and others say the concept seems to require a lot of centralized control over the cryptocurrency, which doesn't exactly jive with blockchain decentralization principles. WorldCoin says it will never share its personal data, though it is currently storing it in order to, according to company, improve fraud detection algorithms. Now, yeah, securing of that data is very, very critical, but the general public won't really care about whether or not there's centralization. If it works and pays them, they'll use it. So it's kind of up to the corporation to build something that works and makes use of this things that we have available. So if the cryptocurrency is literally only used to pay the person and everything else is a centralized service, then most people won't even know if they're getting a cryptocurrency in the end. They won't see a centralized service because they get a decentralized payment. Not everyone is so skeptical, however. WorldCoin says 130,000 people have already gazed into the orb. The company plans to ramp up orb production from 30 to 4,000 per month, beginning in November. Now, how do I get one of these orbs? Together with Motley Fool, gaze into our crystal ball. ... 5G. Just kidding. Motley Fool's knack for drawing tech trends right before they take off can come pretty close. So there you go. That's the idea. Their investment group. There you go. The Motley Fool believes a 1K investment into 5G now could catch the trend right at a pivotal inflection point, especially because from now on every Apple iPhone is set to be 5G compatible. So there you go, guys. There's your investment heads up. Motley Fool has a knack for identifying the things before the trends, so their timely records on Zoom, video, and Netflix tell us that much. So here you go. There's your detail for today. Grab bag, key performance indicators. Stat Austin Lee, known as China's king of lipstick, sold 1.65 million worth of goods during a 12-hour, 26-minute live stream yesterday on Taobao live platform, according to tech analyst Roy May. It was part of a promotion for Alibaba's up-and-coming Singles Day, the largest shopping event in the world. Well, when you get that kind of sponsorship, yeah, man, you're gonna sell a lot of goods. Somebody wanna sponsor me? Quote, "It's a right load of codswallop." A spokesperson for Maine CDC dismissed an unsubstantiated claim made by Zha Liu, the Chinese consul general in Kolkata, India, who, along with hundreds of other Twitter accounts, alleged that the COVID-19 pandemic originated from thawed Maine lobsters imported to China from the US. Oh God. Read The Metaphysics of the Hangover, the Hedgehog Review. It did not come from the US, unless we're all just brainwashed and thinking it came from China. Quiz, pumpkin spice quiz. Check it there. Work. Oh. That time you called your boss dad and that other work horror stories. Yeah. There you go, guys. So let's go back to this universal basic income. It's kind of an interesting topic. Quickly gazed over it. We've already seen something like this on Hive. It's pretty general. Hive basic income, Steam basic income seems to be pretty functional. You subscribe other people. You can't just subscribe yourself. You could subscribe multiple of your own accounts. I mean, we see people try cheat it that way. And thus the need for ways of implementing like iris scanning. If there was something like that, then we wouldn't see people submitting multiple of their own accounts on the Hive blockchain. If they were all having to be singly identified, it just wouldn't work. Now, I have been at the benefit of Steam Basic Income and Hive Basic Income for quite a while, and it's now accounting to, I don't know, close to maybe 15 to 20% of my average voting on all of my content, because that's how it works on the Hive and Steam blockchain, and I really appreciate that. And it seems as if the way it's designed, that I get a submission when I submit someone else, that it actually is for creators to be able to empower other creators. So one thing I like to do is giveaways, and the first thing I go to is either Hive Basic Income or Steam Basic Income, due to the fact that it empowers the person in getting votes on their content, going back to today's early shoutout, and positivity. You know, as a creator, having an outlet and then being acknowledged for your work, the earning for your work kind of comes as an afterthought. So I get the acknowledgement for the work that I put up on the blockchain, and then from there I end up earning, but the earning isn't what actually determines my reward. So yeah, that's about it for today. I would like to encourage you all to continue sending that positivity into the world, and take this day in stride. Look forward to a world of empowerment through blockchain technology, as we see everybody is building for the future. I wish I had the skills and abilities to build this technology for, I believe I may have a vision that would work. Now, what I can do instead is continue putting the ideas into the metaverse and hopefully watch them come into a reality and take part in supporting their creation. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, you. Love you much. Dookie out.